Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Hare Hare.
Maha-Bharata Part 1, Chapter 27. Bheema meets Hanuman. The Pandavas remained in Madarika ashram for 6 days and nights. On the 7th day, a wind blew up from the northeast, carrying a single celestial lotus flower. It fell at Draupadi's feet. The princess looked in wonder at the golden, thousand-petaled flower. Its fragrance delighted her mind, and she was charmed by its beauty, for she had never seen anything like it, and she showed it to Bheema, saying, "O mighty armed one, just behold this flower. Why, have you ever seen anything so wonderful? It gladdens my heart, and I desire to give it to Yudhishthir. Please discover for me where it came from, and bring others, so that we may take them back to our hermitage in Kamyaka." Draupadi looked at Bheema with her dark eyes, which were covered with long curling lashes. Feeling her gaze upon him, Bheema felt commanded. He was overjoyed at the opportunity to do something for Draupadi's pleasure. She had suffered so much over the past years. That gentle princess was not suited to forest life, and she felt the agony of the insults which she had suffered in Hastinapur. And now she suffered even more due to Arjuna's absence. He had always been her favorite among the Pandavas. Bheema replied, "O blessed lady, it will be done. You will see me return with an armful of these golden flowers." Bheema faced the wind and began to climb the mountain. He traveled swiftly, resembling a furious elephant crashing through the forest. All creatures fled away in fear as Bheema raced ahead, thinking only of Draupadi. The region through which Bheema passed became increasingly beautiful. Not only were the trees in full bloom, but the rocks were black stone inlaid with gems. It seemed to Bheema as if the goddess Earth herself had raised her arm, adorned with sparkling ornaments in the form of this mountain. Bheema felt a cool breeze fanning his body, and his energy thus increased. On all sides, Bheema saw numerous Gandharvas and Siddhas sporting on the mountain slopes with their consorts. The beautiful celestial maidens, turning their heads sideways to look at Bheema as he rushed past. Bheema scoured the mountainside as he ran, looking everywhere for the lotuses, but he could not find the flowers. So he continued higher into the mountain, roaring with exultation at seeing his own strength and power. Hearing the tremendous noise, animals at a distance became afraid. The mountain tigers left their dens and ran about. Some of them even tried to attack Bheema, but he slapped them aside as he ran. He lifted elephants and tossed them at other elephants, clearing his path. Then Bheema came to a plantain forest. He entered it with force and broke some of the tall trees by hitting against them with his arms and thighs. Bheema was still shouting, and his roars now mixed with the terrified cries of the forest animals. The tumult he created carried for miles. Suddenly, Bheema noticed aquatic birds rising into the air not far away, frightened by the noise. Realizing there must be water nearby and that lotuses grow on water, Bheema made his way toward the birds. Soon he saw a delightful lake. Bheema went down to the water, which was adorned by innumerable lotuses and lilies. He dived in and swam about like a maddened elephant. Refreshed and enlivened, Bheema rose from the water and let out a terrific blast from his conch shell. Examining the lotuses, however, Bheema realized that these were not the same as the one Draupadi desired. So he set off once again up the mountain, following a path leading up from the lake. Just then, Bheema heard a loud noise ahead of him. The sound echoed all around the mountain and made Bheema's hair stand on end. He ran forward to see what could have made such a noise, and he found instead a huge monkey lying across the path, lashing the ground with his long tail and making the earth tremble. The monkey was effulgent and resembled a blazing hill of copper. He had broad shoulders and a slender waist. His face shone like the full moon, and behind his thin lips, Bheema could see sharp, pearl-white teeth. Seeing the monkey obstructing his path like a hill, Bheema roared at him. The monkey, however, did not seem impressed. He slowly opened his reddish eyes and lazily looked at Bheema. "Why have you awakened me? Don't you see I am ill and deserve your kindness? Indeed, as a human being, you should know the codes of religion and show mercy to all lower creatures. Oh, hero, it seems you do not know virtue, because you have come here forcefully, destroying many animals along your way. Who are you? Where are you going? Do you not know that you cannot proceed any further? This path leads to heaven, and human beings cannot access it. Only those who are successful in ascetic practices can go to the celestial regions. Therefore, give up your quest and turn back, or else rest here for a while and partake of the sweet fruits and cool water. Do not try to force your way past and thus die for nothing, O foremost of men." Now, Bheema was intrigued, and he responded politely. "Who are you, O respectable one? Why are you in this form of a monkey? I myself belong to the royal order. I am a descendant of Kuru and the son of King Pandu, and I was born in the lunar dynasty from the union of Kunti and Vayu. My name is Bheema. I am simply a monkey, and I shall not allow you to pass. Turn back now. Do not meet with destruction." Bheema now felt his anger rising. Who was this ape? "Oh, monkey, I do not ask that you give me permission, nor am I interested in hearing your thoughts about my destruction. Now, stand aside and do not experience grief at my hands." "Oh, Bheema, I am ill. I cannot move. So if you must pass me, then just step over my body." "How can I step over you when I know that the all-pervading Supersoul, the Lord of all, resides in your heart, as he does in the hearts of every being, and I cannot disregard him." As Bheema was looking closely at the monkey, he thought of the great Hanuman, Lord Ram's devoted servant. Could this be him? But that monkey had lived in a long past age. How could he still be alive? That would mean he was now almost 1,000,000 years old. No, it wasn't possible. Had I not been aware of Paramatma, the Super Soul, I would have leaped over you as well as the entire mountain, just as Hanuman leapt across the ocean. Suddenly, the monkey turned towards Bheema and opened his eyes wide. "Oh, tell me, who is this Hanuman who leapt over the ocean? Tell me if you can." "Oh, monkey, Hanuman was my brother, begotten by the wind god and endowed with intelligence and strength. Hanuman was the best of monkeys and is still celebrated today in the famous history known as Ramayana. For the sake of Ram's wife, Sita, Hanuman leapt 100 yojanas over the sea to Lanka. I am equal to him in strength and prowess, and so I am thus able to chastise you. Now arise, O monkey, and give way. Otherwise, I shall send you to the abode of Yamaraj." "No, I have grown old and cannot move. So, if you want to make your way past, just move my tail." Bheema moved towards the monkey. This surely was not Hanuman, for Hanuman's power was limitless. This monkey was simply some insolent and powerless being who deserved to be punished for obstructing his path and refusing to move. Perhaps he might even be a Rakshasa, assuming the disguise and waiting for a chance to attack. Bheema decided to take him by the tail and whirl him around till he died. Bheema bent over and carelessly took hold of the monkey's tail with his left hand. But to his surprise, Bheema found that he could not budge the tail. Placing both of his hands firmly around the monkey's tail, Bheema pulled hard. Still, the tail could not be moved. Bheema struggled with all of his strength. His face contracted, and he was covered with perspiration, and his eyes rolled. Despite his efforts, however, Bheema could not shift the tail at all. This was not an ordinary monkey, or even a demon as he had supposed. Bowing his head in shame, Bheema stood before the creature with joined palms. "Oh, please forgive me for my harsh words. Are you a Siddha, a Gandharva, or a god? I am curious. Who are you in the shape of a monkey? Now I seek your refuge and ask you in the mood of a disciple. So if it is no secret, then be pleased to tell me." "Yes, O chastiser of enemies. As you are curious, I shall now tell you. Know me to be the son of that life of the universe, Vayudeva. I am the monkey named Hanuman, whom you mentioned earlier." As Bheema listened in amazement, Hanuman told him in brief the famous history of the Ramayana, which Bheema already knew very well.